That's my line, actually. Where the fuck have you been, for God's sake?
Oh, Jack, please, don't be upset. I meant to call you. I did. I tried, honestly.
Do you know what time it is? Do you have any idea what I've been going through?
I know.
No, you don't know. You don't have a clue. I've been worried sick. I've called the police, the hospital, your parents.
What? Shit. God, no. Shit. I know. I should have called, and I didn't. I know I should have called, but I didn't. I couldn't, Jack. I couldn't.
Couldn't or couldn't be bothered?
No, couldn't, Jack. Couldn't. Sometimes things just happen. Completely unexpected things that you have no control over. I was somewhere else.
You don't say. Phew. Well, that's taken care of. Good. I feel much better now.
Jack, listen to me. I couldn't.
Why? Because you forgot the number where your fingers have been
No, of
paralyzed?
course not. I just...
Just what? You didn't stop for 1 minute to think about me. To think about the worry you'd cause. To think about what I might be thinking.
Look, I'm sorry, okay? It was wrong. I should have called, and I didn't. It was irresponsible, and I apologize. But I'm here now, right? And I'm fine, as you can see. Actually, I'm more than fine. I feel great, actually.
Do you actually? Oh, that's fantastic.
Look, Jack, if you will just let me explain, everything will make sense to you, I promise.
Yes, of course it will. Explain away.
Yes, it will. It'll all make sense to you, just like it did for me. Just hear me out, please.
I'll hear you out. I'm not going to sit here half the night waiting for you without getting a damn good explanation.
Okay? Okay. But please, be open-minded about what I'm about to tell you, because, well, just please, try to stay open-minded.
I said I'd listen, and that's what I'll do.
Okay. All right. Okay. So, it all started this afternoon, about 3:30, on King Street, which I know that sounds like I just made it up.
Did you?
Do you want to hear this or don't you?
I said I'd listen, and that's what I'm doing.
Okay. So, I had just left Mark and Spencer's, and I was feeling more than a little pissed off, to tell you the truth, because they'd had this taupe jacket that I've
A what?
A taupe jacket.
What the hell's a taupe?
It's a color. Anyway, so I was walking down the street, just lost in my own world, kind of feeling sorry for myself, when all of a sudden, this old man just throws himself in front of me. Like, literally threw himself in front of me and nearly sent me flying. And, normally I would apologize. But then, I realized it wasn't my fault. And I shouldn't. So I didn't. And he just smiled. They didn't say anything, so I sort of sneered at him. And I was like, oh, I see. Too important to say you're sorry, I suppose. But he just smiled. And then he asked me, what's wrong?
And you said you.
No, I didn't. I couldn't somehow because of his face. I didn't know what to say.
And then like an idiot you apologized?
No, I didn't. I told you I didn't. And actually, the longer I stood there, the more angry I got. Like, really angry. And I was half tempted to say, look, you blind old bastard, why the hell don't you watch where you're walking? But I didn't. No, I didn't. I composed myself. I don't know. It was something about the way he was looking at me, into me. I know it sounds ridiculous. But it was almost as though I felt compelled to tell him the truth.
About him being a blind old bastard?
No, of course not. About what was bothering me.
And did you?
Well, what was I going to say? That I was going to bitch about the fact they didn't have my jacket? No. No, I told him the only thing that I could tell him.
Which was?
Well, I said nothing's wrong. And then I burst into tears.
You did what?
I started crying. I couldn't help it.
Over the jacket?
No! Not over the jacket.
Well, what? Are you depressed?
No, I don't think so. It's just,
No,
he was...
No, thank you. Thank you. Thank you for allaying my fears. I feel much better now. That really puts my mind at rest.
Yeah. Look, if you had seen or felt the way that he looked at me, you'd have understood. I know you would have.
So you keep saying.
Yeah. And then, when he took my hand...
He did what?
He took my hand. He held it in his. When he...
You mean to tell me you let a complete stranger, a man, start mauling you in the middle of King Street?
Okay. No. He didn't maul me. I told you. He held my hand. And when he did, I felt this feeling.
A feeling?
Yeah.
A feeling? What kind of feeling?
It was hard to describe, actually. The point is, when he did touch me, when his skin touched mine, I felt this incredible sensation come over my body. It felt like a shock, almost like an electric shock, but it wasn't uncomfortable. It felt odd. It's hard to describe. It just felt odd.
I believe in medical circles that's often referred to as the female orgasm.
I'm trying to tell you something, Jack.
So was he by the sounds of it.
Okay. You know what? If you're gonna be like that, then you know what? Don't bother. Just go to bed. I mean, for Christ's sake, I am trying to tell you something important that happened to me today. Something big. And if all you can do is just sit there and make snide, insinuating remarks, well, then there's not much point to it, is there?
Okay, I'm sorry. I was being flippant. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I don't think that you are. But I think you would be if you knew the truth.
Which is?
I don't think you want to know.
I want to know.
Okay, very well. I'll tell you. He was a seer.
A seer.
Yeah, a seer. Like a visionary, a spiritual guide,
I know what a seer is.
Okay, well, you did ask.
You know, I see. I get it now. My God. You really are so touched, aren't you? They must see you coming. I mean, you must give up some sort of scent. I mean, let's be honest. You've racked up some pretty idiotic credits on that dingbat resume of yours, but this just happens to win you the Hall of Fame, wouldn't it? Would you say?
Why do you do that? Why? Why do you do that? What? Does it make you feel bigger, more cleverer, more masculine than me? Is that what it does for you when you start tossing around blame and insult and put downs? and making me feel like I don't know what the hell I'm doing with anything at any time ever. I mean, for God's sakes, you weren't even there.
Where were you then?
His place.
I don't believe you.
What about half the time we were in his apartment?
I don't fucking believe you. I don't believe you can be that stupid, but...
Oh,
I mean,
for God's sakes, Jack, stop it. He was just an old man with a glass eye. What the hell was I supposed to be afraid of?
Old, with the glass eye, oh yes, because that would stop him from doing what? Tell me. Tell me, what?
Nothing, I suppose, nothing. But the point is, never at any time did I ever feel like I was in any danger. I knew he wouldn't hurt me. I don't know how I knew. I just knew. And besides, he told me that there were things he needed to tell me. Things that he couldn't tell me in a public place. Because he didn't know how I would react. Important things, Jack. About me. About my life.
You know, Rachel, I just give up with you. Sometimes I just give up.
Okay, well, I never said that I didn't have my guard up. I never said that I wasn't nervous or apprehensive.
Yes, of course.
But still, there was just something about him. And I don't know. I get tired. I am tired of feeling corrupted. And I'm tired and sick of being so suspicious of everything and everybody all the time. Nothing is what it seems, and everything is too good to be true. And I just didn't want it to be like that for once. I just wanted to believe him. That's all.
Oh, Rachel. You got your heart in the right place, but you got your head stuck up your ass. The fact is, life's not nice. It's vicious and it's cruel and nothing is what it seems, and unless you rise up to that, you're going to find yourself on the endangered species list.
Wow. How pretty you make it sound. Anyway, you know what? I don't care. I don't care, Jack. I don't care. Because you know what? The experience that I had today was something that I will never forget. For the rest of my life. It felt magical. And whatever it was, it made me want to believe again. It changed me, Jack. Because it changed for the better.
Well, that's some consolation. I'll let you know when I spot the difference.
Anyway, as we sat on his sofa, he asked me, "How's Jack's mother?"
And why would he ask you that?
I didn't know, so I said she's fine.
Be very careful, Rachel.
And then he asked me if it had spread, and I said it hadn't.
How dare you?
What?
No, how dare you talk about my mother's illness with a complete stranger? What's wrong with you?
But I didn't even mention your name.
There are some things you don't joke about.
Oh.
I don't know. No, you don't fucking joke about. I don't know what you're trying to prove here, but what have you told him? There's some things you just don't joke about at all.
You know, he asked me what my most humiliating moment was. And I told him. And then he smiled. And he said, "Are you sure, Rachel? Are you sure?" Then he pulled out a scarf. silk scarf.
How perfect. Like a second-rate magician.
Yeah, Jack. Yeah, just like a second-rate magician. And as he held the scarf in his hands, he asked me, he said, "Are you sure, Rachel? Are you sure that this is not your most humiliating moment?" And I knew he had me.
What's that supposed to mean?
It means I couldn't argue with him. It means he called my bluff.
By waving a scarf at you?
Yes. Yes, but not a scarf. This scarf.
Oh, he gave it to you. How sweet, a little memento.
Yeah. And now I'm giving it to you. Take it.
I don't want it. I don't want some old man scarf.
Well, it's hardly his, Jack. It's a little too frou-frou for his liking, wouldn't you say? No. No, he's just forwarding it. It's Melanie's.
Melanie's?
Yeah. It's Melanie's. We think it ought to be returned to her.
Melanie's?
Yes, Jack! Melanie! You fucking work with her every day. Surely her name must ring a bell or two.
What the hell makes you think it's Melanie's?
What makes me think it's Melanie's? What makes me... I don't know, Jack. I don't know. Maybe the vivid colors. Or maybe it's the pungent smell of a Chanel No. 5 knockoff. Or I don't know. Maybe it's the fact that I found it under our bed.
What is this?
It's a scarf.
It's a game.
It's a scarf. Take it, because it won't bite.
I don't want it. I don't want the fucking old man's scarf. I don't know where the fuck it's been.
Oh no, I think you know exactly where it's been. It's Melanie's. It's obviously a favorite of hers. I've seen her wear it often. Surely she would be happy to have it returned to her.
Alright, that's the fucking enough. Knock it off.
Knock what off?
Knock all this shit off. She put you up to this, didn't she?
Who?
I said knock it off, didn't I? Melanie, who else? Pulled you aside, I suppose, and drilled you full of poisonous thoughts. You know, this is your little game, is it? The two of you? This is your let's fuck with Jack. Stupid cunt. This was your idea, was it? Of course it was. What am I saying? You know, she'd be hard-pressed to come up with two brain cells to rub together, let alone rub together some... This is much more your style. This is way much more your fucking style.
I don't even know what you're talking about.
There's no issue, is there? I know what you're like. All of you. Especially her. It's like they say, if they can't keep their twat shut, they can't keep their trap shut. You know, she always said she'd do it. It's either her or me, Jack. If you don't do it, I will, Jack. Not that you care, or I care, but she really wasn't anything. Nothing at all. Just a cheap buck. A couple drinks, a sit-down pizza, and you think I proposed. Started getting pushy. Couldn't get rid of her. Started wanting more and more. Started making threats. I ignored it in the beginning. Started calling all the time. And that's when I knew. That's when I knew. It was just a matter of time. So you needn't looking so smug and pleased with yourself. It's all half expected anyway.
And what, Jack? What? No remorse? I mean, not even now?
Remorse. Remorse, you had some nerve, have you? After I sat here waiting for you all night, wondering if you were alive or dead, wondering where the hell you were, and you start explaining me some mind fuck about my mother's cancer! And some fucking perverts! Why the fuck would I be feeling anything that resembles remorse? Pity! Yeah, pity is more like it.
But it wasn't a yarn, Jack. I just told you what happened, that's all.
You see, there's no end to you, is there? That's half your problem. You don't know when to stop. You never did. You never let anything go. You always have to stretch it out. It's a never-ending soap opera. It was... It was too much, Rachel. You're too much. I'm only human, for God's sakes. I only did what anyone else would have done. I needed breathing space, that's all. I needed an outlet.
Right.